Napalm Girl, June 8, 1972, a South Vietnamese village called Trong Bong. Children run down a dirt road, screaming in terror. At the center stands a naked 9-year-old girl, arms outstretched, skin burned and peeling from napalm. This is Napalm Girl. The photograph, officially titled The Terror of War, shows Phan Thi Kim Phuc fleeing an accidental napalm strike by South Vietnamese forces, who mistook civilians for Viet Cong. Napalm, a jellied gasoline that sticks and burns at extreme temperatures, melted her clothes and seared her flesh. She tore them off in agony, shouting, "Nong Qua," too hot. Associated Press photographer Nick Oot captured the moment and rushed her to a hospital, helping save her life despite severe third-degree burns over much of her body. The pain was so intense she collapsed multiple times during the run. The image shocked the world, fueling anti-war sentiment and becoming one of the most powerful symbols of the Vietnam War's civilian toll. It appeared on front pages globally, contributing to shifting public opinion against the conflict. Kim Phuc survived after 14 months of treatment, endured over a dozen skin grafts, and later became a UNESCO Goodwill Ambassador for Peace. She has forgiven those responsible and uses her story to advocate against war, even meeting the pilot who dropped the bomb years later in an emotional reconciliation. The horrifying truth lies in the indiscriminate horror, friendly fire on innocents, a child's body forever scarred, and a single frame that exposed the war's brutality more than thousands of words could ever convey. One photo changed minds faster than any politician's speech. Tank Man. It's June 5, 1989. Beijing's Chang'an Avenue. A column of Type 59 tanks rumbles forward the day after Chinese troops cleared Tiananmen Square with deadly force. Then one man steps out. This is Tank Man. An unidentified protester carrying shopping bags stands alone, blocking the lead tank. The driver swerves. He moves to block again. He climbs onto the turret briefly, speaking to soldiers inside. Onlookers pull him away as the tanks halt. The horrifying truth, this act of courage came amid the Tiananmen Square massacre. Hundreds to thousands died the previous night as the government crushed pro-democracy protests with tanks, rifles, and bayonets. The man vanished into the crowd, his fate unknown. Some reports claim execution or imprisonment. Others suggest he escaped. China censors all mention erasing him from history there and punishing anyone who searches for him online. The photo symbolizes individual resistance against overwhelming power. Yet the anonymous figure's disappearance underscores the regime's ruthlessness and the cost of speaking truth to authority. One man stopped tanks for minutes. The system stopped him forever. Slender Man and the Little Girl. May 31, 2014. A wooded park in Washika, Wisconsin. Two 12-year-old girls lure their friend into the trees during hide and seek. They stab her 19 times. This isn't a photo of the attack, but crime scene images and surveillance stills tell the story. Blood-soaked clothes, a steak knife washed at Walmart, the victim's torn shirt with a near miss to the heart. The girls left her bleeding out, believing she would die, and please their fictional master. The horrifying truth, the perpetrators, Morgan Geyser and Anissa Weir, believed they were sacrificing their friend to please Slender Man, a fictional creepypasta character. A tall, faceless entity in a suit who stalks children. Influenced by online horror stories, they planned for months to become his proxies. The victim, Peyton Leutner, crawled to safety and survived after intensive care and multiple surgeries. Both girls were found not guilty by reason of mental disease, committed to psychiatric care for years, with one later released under supervision. The photos reveal how fantasy bled into reality, turning innocent play into near murder, and exposing the dark side of unchecked online horror culture. Slender Man wanted proxies, he got prison psych wards instead. USS Nimitz UFO Incident. November 14, 2004, off the coast of Southern California. Radar on the USS Princeton detects anomalous objects dropping from 80,000 feet to sea level in under a second. Pilots scramble. Then they see it. This is the USS Nimitz UFO incident captured in the famous FLIR video footage. Commander David Fravor and Lieutenant Commander Alex Dietrich approaches in FA-18 Super Hornets. Fravor spots a white oval object about 40 feet long shaped like a tic-tac mint hovering above churning ocean water with no wings, rotors, or visible propulsion. It mirrors his movements, ascends rapidly, then vanishes. Another jet piloted by Lieutenant Chad Underwood locks on with infrared cameras, recording the object accelerating erratically at impossible speeds. No heat signature from engines, no sonic boom despite hypersonic maneuvers. The horrifying truth: this wasn't a glitch or hoax. Multiple trained pilots, advanced sensors, and official Navy confirmation via declassified footage point to technology far beyond public human capability in 2004. No exhaust, no control surfaces, performance-shattering aerodynamics. Fravor described it as aware of their presence, reacting intelligently. The Pentagon released the videos in 2017 to 2020. Admitting they remained unexplained, pilots faced ridicule initially, yet their testimony under oath in Congress highlighted potential threats to airspace security and raised profound questions about what or who shares our skies. Pilots train for dogfights, not chasing breath mints that outrun physics. The Cooper family photo. A 1950s-style family portrait, smiling parents and kids at a table. Behind them, an upside-down figure plummets from the ceiling like a falling body. This is the Cooper family falling body photo. The horrifying truth: it's a hoax. The image surfaced online around 2009 as haunted evidence. Stories claim the Texas family moved into an old house. The photo showed a hanging or falling intruder. Investigations revealed it's manipulated art, a family snapshot with a superimposed figure from another negative, possibly as a prank by developer Richard Ramsdell or similar. No real Cooper family tragedy matches. The falling body is a cutout or edit designed to look eerie. It spread as paranormal proof until debunked as digital-era fiction attached to vintage aesthetics. Yet it continues to circulate in creepypasta communities. The family was fine. The internet just needed a scare. Black Knight Satellite. A twisted dark object floats against Earth's glow in 1998 NASA STS-88 shuttle photos. Angular, unnatural, no panels, no markings. This is the Black Knight satellite. The horrifying truth: it's space junk. NASA identified it as a lost thermal blanket from the mission, cataloged as debris. Conspiracy theories claim it's a 13,000-year-old alien probe monitoring Earth, tied to old radio signals or ancient myths. Photos show an odd shape due to tumbling fabric. Experts like James Oberg traced it to mundane origins, explaining the ancient signals as misinterpretations of natural phenomena or early radio experiments. The legend persists in UFO circles, but evidence points to orbital trash, not extraterrestrial watcher. Aliens built a satellite to spy on us, then lost the thermal blanket. The Falling Man. September 11, 2001. North Tower of the World Trade Center. A man plummets headfirst, body straight, one leg bent. This is the falling man. Richard Drew's AP photo captures one of over 200 who jumped or fell as flames and smoke engulfed the towers. Taken at 9:41 a.m., it shows a figure in mid-fall, evoking eerie calm amid chaos. The horrifying truth: these were desperate choices between burning alive or a brief freefall. Many identified possible victims. Journalist Tom Junod's Esquire piece suggests Jonathan Briley, a 43-year-old sound engineer at Windows on the World. Clothing: orange shirt under white goatee matched. Briley had asthma. Smoke would have suffocated him. It humanizes the unimaginable, not just statistics, but a person choosing how to die in the face of certain doom. In 10 seconds of fall, he became eternity's unknown soldier. Hindenburg disaster. May 6, 1937, Lakehurst, New Jersey. The massive German Zeppelin Hindenburg approaches mooring, silver skin gleaming. Then flames erupt. Sam Shear's photo shows the airship's nose engulfed, fire racing downward as the tail hits ground. The horrifying truth: hydrogen filled for lift, helium unavailable due to U.S. embargo. The 803-foot craft ignited, possibly from static, a spark on doped fabric or leaking gas. In 34 seconds, it burned completely. Of 97 on board, 36 died, plus 1 on the ground. Passengers jumped, some survived falls or flames. The disaster ended airship travel's golden age, fueled by dramatic footage and photos that captured the terror in real time. Lighter than air travel, turns out it was too light on safety. The Man on the Back Seat. A black and white photo from 1959, a woman smiles in the driver's seat of her car. In the rearview mirror or back window, a shadowy figure lurks. This is the Chinnery backseat ghost, or so the legend claims. The horrifying truth, it's likely pareidolia or a double exposure. Mabel Chinnery supposedly snapped her husband waiting in the car after visiting her mother's grave. Developing revealed a ghostly woman in the back, perhaps her deceased mother. Skeptics point to light patterns, reflections, or hoax elements. Similar tales fuel the killer in the back seat. Urban legend, a woman driving, high beams flashing warnings from behind, only to discover an axe murderer hiding behind her. No confirmed killer photo exists, it's folklore amplified by creepypasta-style sharing. Real cases of backseat intruders are rare, but the fear persists. The real horror? Thinking your backseat is empty when it's not, or worse, thinking it's haunted when it's just bad lighting. These photos froze moments of unimaginable horror. War's innocence lost, defiance crushed, delusion turned deadly, mysteries in the sky, myths exposed, desperation captured, disasters in flames. Some truths are human cruelty, others advanced unknowns or fabrication. But all remind us one frame can haunt forever and force us to confront the darkest corners of reality. If you want more breakdowns of history's most chilling images, watch our previous video on unsolved mysteries and old photos. Step-by-step reveals, real context, no fluff. Click now and dive deeper.